What is up, guys? The Premium right here, and welcome to episode 5 of my Road to Glory series on FIFA 12 Ultimate Team. We start this episode by buying ourselves an Charles Nzogbia from Aston Villa. Recently moved from Wigan in the summer, but anyway, he's got 90 pace, good dribbling stat, and he's got a sweet left foot. So we put him straight into the squad. Just to warn you, EA did fuck me over in this episode quite a bit. To start, actually, we jumped into this game. Looks like we were going to play a German, partly German team, but it kicked us out. I think it's the first time it's happened in this series. It's probably happened to you guys many times before, where it's just frozen on the teams. But anyway, we jumped into our first proper game of the episode against this guy who was making a Dutch league team, I believe, because he's got a couple of Ajax players in there. Only one goal player. But anyway, early on, Abur went through, and a beautiful right-footed finesse into the top right-hand corner to make it 1-0. That's in the 13th minute. And then shortly after, a little bit of stupidity from his goalkeeper, rolled it straight to Abur, and Abur was on hand to just slot that home. Usually it doesn't matter if I want the win, then I'm just going to slot that home. If I was playing against my friends, I'd probably just kick it away. But anyway, in the 33rd minute, Abur went through again. Goalkeeper came out to block him off, but a good bit of dribbling, a nice bit of skill to cut back inside, and another finesse to make it 3-0. And then a lovely scoop turn by Gourcuff to do two players. And then another beautiful finesse into the top right-hand corner to make it 4-0, and that was before half-time. And then just after half-time, I was pretty much just about to go through there. And yes, EA fucked us in the arse again. So that was twice. We got either kicked out or disconnected from games in one episode. So I was pretty angry, so I just wanted to sort of take my anger out on a team. So we jumped into our third game of the episode against this guy who had pretty much a whole Brazil team, apart from 3 or 4 players at the back, but Abur went through, and a lovely chipped sort of scoop finesse, a finesse, why do I keep saying finesse? A scooped chip, that's it, let's just call it a scoop chip. I think it's because he's either got 4 or 5-star skills and flair, so he was able to do that. And then most of the goals I'm going to concede in this series are just down to stupidity at the back. And there was another goal there. I don't know what I was trying to do. I think I was just trying to square it across the box. And that is rule number 1 when you're a defender. Do not play it across your box. But anyway, Brion went through. And good bit of pace. And he slotted it bottom left-hand corner. And then EA again fucked us over. But this time he didn't connect us. So disconnect us, sorry. He must have just disconnected the opponent. But anyway, that is the third game that we've been disconnected from this episode. But when we got back to the menu, we went and bought ourselves a Musa Sissoko, I think it is, or either that or Mohamed Sissoko, I'm not 100% sure, but he went in to partner Gourcuff in the central midfield position because we were just playing with Bronze, sort of Hughes, that guy that scored a good finesse into the last episode. So Gourcuff was playing next to him, so he needed a decent companion, and Sissoko's got 86 pace anyway, so he's going to pretty much play more attacking, where Gourcuff's lacking in pace, is going to sit back more. But anyway, we jumped into our fourth game of the episode against this guy who I think was trying to build a German team, a couple of German players, not many, and a German bronze keeper. So I really was looking to get as many coins as I can after being disconnected a couple of times already in this episode. So pretty early on in fact, Brion went through, stole the ball off the defender and absolutely smashed it top left hand corner, and the keeper's got no chance, especially if he's bronze, he's not going to save that. And then a couple of minutes after, an assist from Sissoko on his debut, whipped in the corner, and Saka with a lovely sort of bouncing header over the keeper to make it 2-0. And then Abur went through in the 15th minute, and he's going to slot those, isn't he? Smashed it home to the bottom right hand corner, and that made it 3-0. And then a shot from Nzogbia, I believe, initially to force the keeper into making a decent save, but Abur the poacher was on hand to slot that home, and that made it 4-0. And then another assist from Sissoko from a corner, another goal from Saka, and that made it 5-0. And then after half time, we wanted to carry on the goal scoring form from the first half, so Abur sort of stole it off the defence again, and that made it 6-0. And then Abur wanted to get some more goals, so he forced the keeper to make another save, but there he is, poaching again, and that made it 7-0. And then we got a stonewall penalty, nothing, I don't know if the guy complained or anything like that, so, but there's nothing he can do about that. And we're just looking to see, I think Brion steps up in the end, and you know what's going to happen, he's going to put it to the left. And needless to say, he misses again. I think that's probably 5 or 6 penalties I've missed now, and I really was getting frustrated because I wanted to get as many goals as I could. But he made up for it, went through in the 70th minute, and a lovely left-footed, weaker foot finesse into the bottom right-hand corner to make it 8-0. And then similar to his last goal, Brian went through, but just, I don't know what happened to his defence there. Either Brian pushed him over, or he just fell over there, I think so. And that made it 9-0, and then to finish the rout, in the 90th minute, Abur went through, chipped it into the back post from Briand, and that made it 10-0. As always, guys, this is going to be the end of the episode. If you're enjoying this series, then please hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't, and apart from that, I will see you guys on my next episode. Bye.